dig right into it. Coach, let me start off with you. First thing I want to address, and one of the first things I saw people hammer on persistently was on Gideon Mensah and our left back position. A lot of people believe that with Baba Rahman away, this was Gideon's final chance to dispel any doubt in anybody's mind that he's our sole first choice for number one, and everybody else comes behind him. You watched the 2 games against Angola. Did he convince you? Did he not play well enough to warrant such criticism? What did you make of Gideon Mensah in the 2 games?
So, before I address that, I have seen some very laughable articles.
No, those ones, don't mind those ones.
Very laughable. And so I tweeted and I said, this is absolute rubbish. And I'm not going to take that back. It's absolute rubbish. Look, if the man has been around for so long a time and we say we have a problem, what makes you think that if we brought in somebody new to come and help solve the problem and the person in quote is unable to solve the problem, what makes you think that the one who's been there, that we've diagnosed to be the problem, is the solution to the problem? What sort of kindergarten?
You mean that analogy is flawed?
Completely flawed. So for those who is champion, all those championing that pneumonia, go and sleep.
Amaya Beshi.
We are moving. You see the under 23 left back. You see what he's doing. These are the people we should be encouraging.
Samuel Ashikwe.
We should be encouraging them. Now let me address the Gideon Mensah issue. Look, I was in Kumasi. I watched every second of that game. Truth be told, Gideon finds himself playing against a left-footed winger.
That's always going to be a problem.
That's always going to create problems for him. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, dealing with the situation shouldn't have been left to the young man alone. Because we all know that when the Costa turns onto his favorable foot,
he's turning onto Gideon's right.
Unfavorable foot. So tactically, Edmond Addo, who was playing as a DM or should have, or one of the centre backs should have, because anytime Gideon tried to show the guy onto the byline, the guy wouldn't go there. So once he decides to cut in, somebody should be blocking the channel. This is tactics. So I looked at the situation over and over. Okay, 2 things. The guy always turned onto his unfavorable foot. Do we say that as a coach, you leave it for him to deal with it alone? Surely he couldn't have dealt with it. So there should have been a team way of dealing with it. One of such things, and then if you look at the game again, Kamadi never, I repeat, never assisted Gideon in that game.
He said this every game.
He never, look, this every game. I was asking myself that, look, Kamadi, you are playing professional football in the EPL. It's not all the time where you expect the coaches to step in and try and prompt you as to what you should do. You should clearly see. And there were times where the Angolans were doubling up on Gideon.
He clearly pinpointed his as a weak spot.
Look, they will go and concentrate whatever they intend to do on that side. And anytime you look at the numerical setting, they always had numbers than we did. So that created a problem in the first leg. So I would say that I agree that Gideon had a very difficult game, and I've just explained the reason why that will happen. If you go and put Baba Rahman there, it will be even worse. It will be worse. Now let's go to what happened in Angola. You and I know for a fact that in terms of performance, he did better in Angola than he did in Kumasi. Because then you could clearly see that the team, the introduction of Salis, who is very smart, proper midfielder, proper DM. He knows, he reads the danger and then step in. Go and watch the game against Angola again. You clearly saw that Salis all the time had Gideon covered on the right side of his foot. So that we clearly saw that the impact that the Angolan guy had in Kumasi, he didn't have such.
Costa was even subbed.
Yes.
Let me just ask you one question before you continue. I mean, you've pointed out systemic problems. Are you saying that Gideon has no responsibility to take personally over the 2 games?
I admit it. That he had a difficult time. But you should look at the limitation that came with that. That's why I'm saying that it should have been a team way of dealing with it. Because you cannot tell Gideon that all of a sudden he should change his left foot to be his right foot.
If for example, if Helder Costa's dominant foot was his right
foot, and he kept dealing with
Gideon all the day, you know that.
Fair enough.
So that is and I like what the technical team did in that second leg, or when we went to Angola. They clearly realized that, look, in dealing with him, we need somebody to be on Gideon. So anytime he decides to cut in, that person steps in to deal with it. And Salis did it superbly by all standard. But that is not to say that we shouldn't create competition for Gideon Mensah. I've always said, a proper team is the team that always has proper competition. So the likes of Ashikwe, if Ashikwe can boss, we are taking them to the under-23 tournament in Morocco. If he can go there and show that he's ready, clearly he should be given a call-up into the Black Stars.
Fair enough.
No two ways about that. No two ways about that. He should be given a call-up into the Black Stars to show or to create that healthy competition between him and Gideon Mensah.
Fair enough. Let me talk to Susu about.
I want to just say something about the
I want to get through a lot.
But I just want to say we should take our best players. So all the Kudus Kamaldeen who are under 23, I think they should go.
We'll get to that discussion.
Asakema comment here. Joseph Pencil can be here. I need to comment on that.
We'll get to that discussion. I'll give you time to spread your wings.
Of course, I need to comment on that.